first things first, I am a level 5 referee, right, as you guys know, and I'm attempting to become a level 4. Now, to become a level 4 referee, I have to do a certain amount of games as a referee, but then also a certain amount of games as an assistant. What that means is some Saturdays I'm out as an assistant referee. It means I'm unable to film the matches and I can't get a vlog out for you guys. So on the days that I'm an assistant referee in the afternoon, I'm trying to pick up games in the morning to make sure that we get a video out every week. This game is one of those morning games, and these morning games are not part of the Football League pyramid in England, right? So these teams can't get promoted and relegated to different divisions apart from within their own kind of establishment. So the nature of these games are a little bit different. Usually they're a little bit less tempered and the sportsmanship is a lot better, especially in leagues like this, like a church league. So let's jump into the review. In this video, it's going to be very much focused around positioning, and it's going to be a video really tailored to referees. So if you usually watch these for some drama, this is not the video for you, so you can click off now. But if you're a referee and you're looking for advice, help, to see someone do something wrong and learn from it, then you're in the right place. And if you are enjoying these videos, then please make sure to like and subscribe. So we have this corner kick and you'll see where I'm positioned. Now, this is a little bit strange. Typically, when you set up for a corner, you'd want to be able to see your assistant referee in your eye line, right? Because if something happens, they put the flag up, you want to be able to see them. If you can tell from the shadows on the pitch, this is about 10 in the morning and the sun was at like eye level. It was so low and it was beaming across the pitch. So throughout the game, I had to take up a bit of a different position to make sure that I didn't have that sun in my eyes the entire time. So that's why we set up on this side of the box, even though the assistant is on the other side, just because of the sun, and we want as much visibility as possible. So the ball's bouncing around. So I've got my hand up by my eyes, trying not to be blinded by the sun. And the blue team kind of break through on goal. We get a good tackle and I'm back down on the edge of the box. Obviously the ball gets punted long and then it's clear that the team in gold have got an opportunity to go forward. And they play the ball through. Again, rather than break left, I'm breaking right because of the sun. And they end up scoring. So box to box for the goal. Obviously we're only about 3 minutes into the game, so that really got the legs going. No foul here for me, he's just won the ball. So we've spoken about talking to players, speaking my thoughts out loud during the game to help, and this is one of those situations. So the keeper kicks the ball up, and as the ball's bouncing, you'll see the goal player looking into the player in green. So I'm shouting, eyes up, eyes up. What I mean by that, which the players won't understand in that short word, is basically look at the ball. If you're looking at the person, just barging them, then for me, you're not really challenging for the ball. So when I say eyes up, I'm basically telling the players, look at the ball, otherwise I've got no choice but to give a foul against you. Similar tackle to the one just a minute ago. He wins the ball, lad goes down, but he's completely won the ball first. That's no foul for me. So there's a corner for green, and you'll see this player in the red boots commits a foul. He jumps in, just kind of misses the ball, but we see that there's a potential advantage, and so we decide to play it. The club assistant flags for a foul, which obviously we've asked them not to do, but you know how it is with club assistants sometimes. So we play the advantage for the team in gold, and they end up getting a throw-in up in the corner flag. We give a big thumbs up to the club assistants, say basically thank you, but we're going to play on. It's interesting though, again, like I've just so ingrained in me from playing football to like, you know, get playing, let the game flow. And is this really a situation where I should have played advantage? Probably not, right? If we freeze frame it, where's the guy really gonna go, right? He's on a 3v1, potentially a 2v3, inside his own half, really just inside his own third. Is this a good place to play an advantage? No. Does it work out? Yes. But this is a little bit like gambling for me. You know, it's not really an educated guess. This is a bit of a gamble and it's paid off, but in future, I wouldn't give an advantage in this situation. I guess this clip's a good example of trying to read play. I've done it okay here. So goal player cuts in, plays it into the middle, and then I recognize that he's going to go and play it out wide to the left. Obviously the pass doesn't come off, but it's a good example of trying to read play. Now, if you're new to football or new as a referee, reading play can actually be one of the most difficult things to do because you're not used to the patterns of what happened in a football match, right? Naturally. Here's a basic, I guess, idea of what can help to read play. One is look around you a little bit more. Okay, so when something happens, look around and just try and scan and get a picture. So as I've scanned here, there's a bit of a picture that's developed for me, right? So that is the fact that we've got 1, 2, 3 yellow players ready to play forward, and all of the green players are over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., etc. So where's the space that this player who's got the ball can play into? Well, there's only really a few places that they would go. Okay, they're going to play it across into here, or they're going to play it out there, or they're going to shoot. Okay, that's pretty much the only 3 options they've got. They're not going to thread a pass through here. Okay, they're not prime Sergio Busquets. So their only options really are here or here. So once that kind of sinks into your mind, okay, they're likely going to play the ball into the space. We're going to try and want to make a move as quickly as we can. Okay, so that way, if they break into that left side of the box, we're going to be there. On this occasion, he spoons the pass and it goes up, but we would have been there if anything happened. So get your head up, look around, try and read play. And if there's a lot of space where there are more attacking players than defending players, you can make a good bet on the fact that the ball is going to go there. So the player in those red boots commits this foul as well. He's very hard to miss because those boots are very bright. So we pull him in and we walk with him so he can get back into position. And we basically explain, look, you had the foul in the corner over there. You've had a very similar foul here where you're jumping in and you're late. So let's just be a bit careful. So we get this little coming together on the outside. The green and the gold player are jostling. For me, the green player actually fouls the gold player and then gets brought down. In real time, it looked like just coming together, so I played on. And then as that ball is cleared, you'll see the green centre half asking me if it's a foul. Basically tell him to worry about defending the corner and I'll deal with the fouls. Just a little nudge in the back for me again. He's not really playing the ball. Really strong challenge by the lad in the red boots, which for me was just about okay. The lad hurt his shoulder, but for me, this is just a careless foul. He's holding him. If he's gone down in an awkward way, landing on his shoulder, unfortunately, that's just part of it. 25 hasn't caused it, so for me, it's just a careless foul. And that is half time. So a relatively straightforward first half, no cards, couple little very low level bits of dissent, about 1 or 2 decisions, but really nothing to worry about, and managed the game really well. When I was talking to the player in the red boots, he gave me a little bit back at one point, which you wouldn't have seen on camera, so I didn't show it, but at half time he comes over to apologise and shakes my hand. So big shout out to the number 93 for acting like a bloke and coming over and apologising when he was in the wrong. And yeah, we shake hands and we get on with it because this is football.
Yeah, soul time, soul time.
So we get this offside, which is correct, and then this lad near side to the camera starts complaining, and I basically explained to him that there's no way he could know from where he was, and that the club assistant is stood bang in line, and to basically stop whinging about it.
Unlucky, Nate. Great ball.
So the number 93 and the player in gold are just hustling for the ball, and then as it changes over possession, we stop play because the lad is injured his shoulder. The lad that had then complained about the offside is coming over and giving me grief, complaining about the foul, and so I tell the captain to have a word with him because I don't want to deal with it, quite frankly. I made it very clear that I won't be dealing with dissent, and the captains were very responsive to that. So after I tell him publicly, I then have a quiet word with the captain and just say, mate, I got no problems with players asking genuine questions, but if they're just going to tell me that I'm wrong all the time, then they're going to take 10 minutes off the pitch. And because we stop play for an injury, we restart with a drop ball. So this is a real simple goal, but what I was happy with watching this back is, again, the concept of reading play. As this ball gets played in, you'll see that he goes to play the pass, misses it, But then at this point, I kind of recognise that this player's still got the opportunity to play it forward. So I'm ready going forward before he's even passed it on that front foot, obviously running past the green players and keeping up with play. So it's a super simple goal, not really anything, you know, for me to analyze too much, and obviously nobody in the game is ever going to notice this, but I'm just really happy that I've picked up what was going to happen and anticipated playing and got in there. All the green players were whinging about it being offside, but the club linesman was absolutely spot on and honest, so well done to them. Obviously, it's a quick break from a corner. We've got all the way up to the other end of the pitch, just in case anything happens in that penalty area. Nothing comes of it, and the goalkeeper makes a great save.
Yes, George.
Again, just a careless foul. Bit of a nasty one though, knee to knee. That can hurt quite a lot, but just a careless foul. We check on them to make sure he's all right. Yeah, those knee to knee ones can be nasty, you know. They're not nice at all. So the team in green have a throw in. That ball comes in, and then you'll see that the goal defender plays that ball in a real dangerous manner. And we end up giving an indirect free kick in the box. Now, what is playing in a dangerous manner? I think we covered it last week, but we'll cover it again. So playing in a dangerous manner is any action that, whilst trying to play the ball, threatens injury to someone, including the player themselves, and includes preventing a nearby opponent from playing the ball for a fear of injury. For me, this is a clear example of playing in a dangerous manner. So as that ball's come in, obviously they've got eyes on the ball, they've tried to clear it, but their foot is up by the player's head. This is obviously playing in a dangerous manner. That player cannot play that ball safely, and so that for me is an indirect free kick. I should have signalled straight away so everybody knew, but at this point I was using my voice and I say, listen lads, I'll explain, this is a confusing one. So, because he's not actually made any contact with him, it's not a foul as like a penalty, but it's going to be an indirect free kick because there's no contact. Because we're less than 10 yards away from the goal, everybody, all the defenders are going to need to be on the line, okay? Because that's the furthest away they can stand without leaving the pitch, okay? So I'm explaining to the players it's indirect. Someone needs to touch this ball after you've kicked it before it goes in the goal, and the goal players need to be on the goal line. And I let them know that green player needs to be a yard away from the wall, otherwise that's going to be an indirect free kick the other way. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's video. Thank you so much for all the support, and I will see you guys next week.